Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Two Beasts, and my goodness, I honestly I don't know where to start. Um, the car was full of entertainment, but I think main storylines coming out of this for me, Ilya Taporia is a fucking beast. Um, obviously I would know, all things considered. But anyway, yeah, Ilya Taporia is a fucking beast. And then as far as the Paddy Pimblett fight, man, I don't know where people sit at. I'm doing this video 100% off the fly. Just got done watching it, and wow, you know, the thing I thought that was interesting about Paddy, because I know everybody wanted to make the Conor McGregor comparison, right? Um, what I thought was interesting was his grappling base. Obviously Conor was the knockout artist, the striker. You know what I'm saying? But with Paddy being that, having that grappling base and also having, pretty good power in his hands, if he catches you, I thought that that was a pretty interesting dynamic that could, coupled with the hype and the push or whatever you want to refer to it as, I was interested to see how well he could do. And everybody was saying how this would be his biggest test. And, it proved to be a pretty interesting test. Anyone out there, and just to go off on a tangent for a moment, if y'all could please break down for me why MMA fighters do not utilize double underhooks more often to get their backs off of the cage. Like, I feel like Paddy was way too accepting of having his back up against the cage in the later parts of that fight. And so, yeah, he was not being taken down, but obviously position, control time, you don't want to rack that up for your opponent. So it's very curious to me if anyone has MMA training and could break that down for me, because every time I've seen someone with their back against the cage and they obtain those double unders, I mean within 5 to 10 seconds tops. On a lot of occasions, I've seen them either reverse the position or even take their opponent down. If someone could break that down, just please, that would be awesome. But I guess it was controversial, unanimous decision for Paddy. I don't know. I thought that the control time, the judges might have gave it to him. I didn't really have a dog in the fight. I was here as a innocent bystander, just observing to see, if Paddy could continue the momentum or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't shit. Whatever everybody else thinks would be interesting to me. But as far as the main event, my goodness, it started out as the leg kicks versus the body kick. Leg kicks of Jan and then body kicks of Ankalaev. And the leg kicks ended up winning initially, but then, Ankalaev implemented that wrestling game. I believe it was in either the end of the third or at the beginning at the fourth and the fifth, definitely, but he might have implemented at the end of the third. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, ultimately it came down to that wrestling background. Obviously you gotta watch out for the Russians, particularly the Dagestanis. It's no secret now. The secret is definitely out. The motherfuckers can wrestle their ass off. Um, but yeah, I honestly feel as though it was so interesting that, here's what happened, just to be blunt with you guys. After the end of the fifth round, I stopped watching. I didn't even watch the decision. And shout out to Combo Breaker 99. He posted this this post about how it didn't have women and stuff like that on the fight card and UFC 282. I go in the comments section, I'm like, wait, why are they talking about the Ankalaev? Why are they talking about the main event? So I go back and I watch the decision. I'm like, oh, wow. And then you even have Blachowicz, excuse me, even saying this guy, I feel like he probably won. I have to watch it back, and shout out to Jan for keeping it real, man. You gotta appreciate a mixed martial artist like that. That is very honorable for him to say anything like that. Most people would be like, oh yeah, I fucking won that, da 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 da. But shout out to him for being a very honorable mixed martial artist, in my opinion, for that. But yeah, UFC 282. I only watched the main card. I didn't catch the prelims, but yeah, those are my main takes coming out of it. I'll just end with this. Why on earth has nobody even considered getting rid of, or at least attempting to get rid of, this doggone 10-point must system? Shaking my head emoji. It's fucking two beasts, man.